Gotta say,
So,
got it.
so you have so many amazing things happening for you right now. The offer to flight attendant. Let's talk about what you've been up to, your roles on the shows. I want to hear all about it.
Okay, go for what do you got?
So tell me about the offer first.
The offer. It was really the script was so good. It was so fun to read, and I read a lot of scripts, so it's not often that you get one that you're like, oh my god, I can't wait for the next episode. And then working with Dexter Fletcher, that's the first time I worked with him, the director, and he's just dreamy. He's just, happy, and he loves his job, and he's like excited, like it's his first time, directing a movie or a TV show. And of course, it's very much not. But when you bring that kind of energy to a room, it just makes a huge difference. And then Patrick Gallo felt like my husband. I mean, I was telling him to watch his snacks during at craft services, and just like a wife would.
That's so cute. And how would you describe your role on the show?
Well, so I play Mario Puzo's wife, and he wrote The Godfather, and she basically kind of pushes him into. I guess he didn't really want to write about that world, um, which he grew up in and he knew a lot of people in. But I guess in IRL, as the kids say, in real life, he didn't want to write about it. And I guess his wife was, does what all good partners do, pushes you past your comfort zone and says, do it anyway. So that was kind of her role in this whole project, was she kind of got the ball rolling.
Nice. And what are some challenges of the role?
There's literally not one piece of like I couldn't find a picture. I couldn't find a interview. Like, she was very much not in the press. So I kind of had to make it up as I went. Other people had, real people to kind of study and figure out who they were and their mannerisms and stuff. And I didn't have any of it. So I kind of made her up from scratch, and hopefully I did something right. Hopefully I don't get any letters, angry letters. Oh, there's my dog.
Hi, buddy. What did your
Oh boy.
dog think of your role? What did the dog think?
Yeah, the dog was very unimpressed. Just did not care one way or the other. Only when I have chicken in my hands is he interested in my acting.
And does the dog have a name?
That's Cowboy. I have 3 dogs. Cowboy is 16. So we call him old man. And then I have Poppy and Hopper Dennis, and they're sleeping like usual. It's what dogs do.
Yep. I have a cat sleeping on my feet right now.
There you
So,
go. There you
yep,
go.
exactly. It's not an interview unless there's an animal involved, right?
Yes. Well, mine will probably cough soon. So get ready for it.
Hey, if they want to join, that's quite all right with me. Nice. And what were some of your favorite moments about filming The Offer?
Let's see. Probably the dancing. There's a moment where Mario and Erica he's excited because he came up with the idea, and Dexter had the idea to have us dance, and Dexter came in and they played music, and he kind of said, I want you to dance with her like this. And it was just really kind of fun and an improvised moment, and it ended up being a really sweet moment instead of just kind of standing and talking to each other. So that was really fun.
Oh, that is so cute. I like
Yeah.
that. I like that. What do you hope the audience likes about the show?
Well, it's funny because you know how it ends. We all know that it got made. So,
Right.
you have to kind of really love the process and watching it all unfold, more than being worried about, oh my gosh, are they going to win? Are they going to get what they want? You know what I mean? It's a different kind of perspective. You have to enjoy the journey.
Nice. And you're also on the flight attendant. Tell me a little bit about that.
Yes. I play the mom of Zaja Mamet's fiance, Max. And it was just she's a kind of free spirit and calls it like it is. And I remember getting the audition. I was in Minnesota hanging out with my family, and I was just like, we got to put a camera up in my sister's kitchen. And my favorite part was the character says something about Nobu, and my sister couldn't get it right. It was so funny. She kept going, well, you probably want to go to Nobu. And every time I would have to stop the tape because I would start laughing. And I'm like, it's Nobu. You can't say Naboo. You cannot say Naboo. So it ended up being kind of not my usual self tape in terms of getting the job. But I guess something worked because I got the job. So
Yes, and you're adorable in the role. I love the character.
Oh, thanks. She was fun. I really liked
Yeah.
her.
I like her too. Are we gonna see more or is this
Yes, well, I come back once. That's all you get.
yay?
And then hopefully, who knows? Who knows? Hopefully there's a season 3 and we get to see more of Max's mama.
Yes. And what was it like working with him? I love Max's character. I'm like obsessed with him.
Yeah, Dennis. He's
Yes.
lovely. You know, you forget he's Australian. I just would constantly be surprised when he would, they'd say cut and he would go right into his Aussie accent. He's great. He's funny. He carries around a gigantic like cooler of his foods. Like he is like, I have to be shirtless in many of these scenes and I will eat the right things. So I was always like, I'm just gonna go over to craft services and have M&Ms, but I think you're probably doing it the better way.
Yeah, I could never do that. I mean, I could never just, eat all that just to look good. It's like I'm with you with the M&Ms, girl. I'm
So
with you.
hard, so hard. But of course, I'm
Yes.
not usually asked to be topless in a scene. So that's a different, they have not asked me yet. Can you believe that?
Yeah, no. They haven't
Someday
asked me either.
you gotta have goals, right?
Yep, goals, exactly. And then you also have the lovely girl that plays Annie. You have Kelly Coco. What was it like working with them?
Well, Zoja is just delightful. We kind of had the gift of, we were on location downtown or in Los Angeles. So we didn't have your usual, you go to the, studio and everybody goes to their separate trailers. Like we were put up in the upstairs bedroom to hang out between takes, which is really a gift because you kind of get to know people and you get to interact. And, after 2 years of no interaction in the COVID world, I'm an extrovert trapped in an introvert's world. So I was just like, hi, what do you like? Want to play games? Like I was just a weirdo, but she was very, very sweet. And then Kaylee was the same way. She's just warm and generous and all the things you see, she absolutely is, which is such a, sometimes that's not the case and you get like disappointed. Not at all. These women are exactly what you think they are.
That is incredible. I like that. I like hearing that because that makes me so happy to hear someone that I admire so much is actually a wonderful person in real life too.
Yep, yep. Because what's the saying? Don't meet your heroes or
Yes,
don't meet your
yes.
icons or something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
don't meet your
So
heroes. Yes. I've been disappointed many a time, but
yes, same girl, same. But not in this case. Not in this case.
nope, I'm glad to hear that. So, what
Yeah.
else are you working on since it seems like you're so busy with all these projects?
I just had an episode of Grey's come out where I just basically sobbed for 4.5 hours straight. And then I just did a film with Chris Evans, same director from The Offer, brought me to
Nice.
be in that with Chris Evans, who was also just funny and charming. And, it's not fair. He gets to be that good looking and be kind and funny. I mean, geez Louise. But he really was. It was really fun. So that
Yeah.
is a movie with him and Anna de Armas. And
Ooh,
I don't know
nice.
when that's coming out. I just shot that a couple weeks ago. So who knows?
I love that. That's so exciting. And I feel like with Chris, I'm like, can we clone him so we could like all marry a version of him because that
I
would just make
mean,
me
seriously. I told my friends, I texted a picture I took with him to my friends and said, P.S. I'm leaving Paul, which is my husband. And everybody was like, I think he'd understand. That's fair. No question.
that is adorable. I love that.
Yeah.
Nice. I can't wait to see that as well. I'm
Me too.
excited for
Me
you.
too.
Yes. Yeah. When does your Grey's episode come out? Do you know or
It was out. It was
oh
out
it's
already.
out already.
So
Oh, it
yeah,
was
like
out already.
two weeks ago.
Okay, okay. I'm a
Yeah.
couple episodes behind, so I wasn't
Yep. You'll
sure.
probably see me. I'll be sobbing.
Nice. My sister just binge watched all 19 seasons of it.
Oh my Lord. Wow.
Well, she has a baby, so
Yeah, I did that when I had my son and I binged NYPD Blue. I just
nice.
did all of the NYPD Blue and I was like, I don't know, is this how most post birth moms spend their day, just watching Sipowicz and breastfeeding? That was basically my day. NYPD Blue and breastfeeding.
Nothing wrong with it. Nothing wrong with
Yeah.
it. Nice. And what I like asking people in interviews, tell me something a fun fact about yourself.
A fun fact. Well, my most fun fact lately is that 2.5 years ago, I found out that the man I thought was my dad was not my dad. 23andMe. And it's fine because I didn't like that first one. He left long ago and was kind of out of the picture. But
Oh, okay.
so I found the man who is my biological father, and I found him, and he's like one of my favorite people, and we have this great relationship, and it's bananas. It's a very happy ending to a 23andMe surprise.
Oh, Victoria, that's so sweet.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. He's
I
pretty
love
cool.
that. Nice, nice. I'm glad you got a happy ending with that.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
That's very beautiful. And since we're on TV side too, what are you watching these days?
What am I watching? I've been watching Ozark, but I have to like temper it with, blind, Love is Blind, because I need like full, just no brain activity TV watching. And then Ozark is like, oh, hey, guys, like my cortisol levels are rising as I watch that show. But oh gosh, they're just so good. It's such a good show.
Yes, yes. Did you get to the last part of it yet or no?
No, I kind of save them so I can binge it all at once. I don't like to wait. I have ADD. Don't ask me to wait for things. So I kind of stop watching for a year or two, and then I come back and just go. So
Yeah.
I'm just in the middle of season 2. So I'm still like, I'm really excited. I have to hurry though, because I know there's going to be spoilers.
Yeah, it's the worst part when everything drops. It's like, I don't want to hear the spoilers, but I do,
Yeah.
but I don't,
Yeah.
but I do. Yes, nice. And what would you
Totally.
say was your guilty pleasure TV show or movie?
Besides Love is Blind, probably
Yes.
The Ultimatum. Basically, Nick Lachey and Vanessa Lachey make up a show, and it's just so crazy. And I sit there and I'm just like, yes, please give me more. Have you seen
Yeah.
that one yet?
Yes, I love it. It's great. And I love them as hosts together.
Oh, they're adorable. They're adorable. And the shows are a total guilty pleasure.
Yeah,
But why be guilty? It's just a pleasure.
there you go. There you go. I
Yeah.
like that. Or when I was in college, my professor would always ask us, he would call it a media confession. Like the one thing in media that you like to watch, but you wouldn't necessarily admit to people because you're not because you're embarrassed, just because you didn't really feel comfortable admitting it or whatever. So like he would begin each semester, first day of class, he'd be like, go around the room and be like, okay, what's your media confession?
Oh, that's funny.
Yes.
That's funny.
And that's why I ask it too now, because I'm like, oh, I love doing that. And I learned a lot of interesting things about my classmates and got some new ideas of things to watch as well.
Yeah, for sure. I think too, as actors, we're kind of like, reality TV, boo. But at the same time, I never think about my acting career when I'm watching those shows. Whereas if I'm watching shows that have, I'm like, I could have gone out for that role. You know what I mean? Like you're just never quite 100% detached. Whereas with Ultimatum, that's just never going to happen. I'm never going to be in that situation. So I can completely let go of my career world.
Exactly. Yeah. And it's just like such mindless TV. I got my start covering reality TV. I still cover it. And just like sometimes just watching it, I'm like, I'm so grateful for my life because I don't have to deal with this stuff.
Seriously. Do you ever watch Couples Therapy or on Showtime? I think it is.
Yes.
Oh,
I like that one too.
Goodness gracious. I mean, if you ever want to feel grateful for your communication with your partner, just watch that show and go, honey, you're amazing. Because some of this is not okay, the way they communicate with each other.
Yes, exactly. It's just so much. And then I watch like Housewives. I'm so grateful no one's ever thrown a table at me because
it's the little things.
Yes, it definitely is. And where can we follow you on social media so we can continue to follow your amazing career?
Oh, Instagram's probably the best, Victoria Kelleher. I am on TikTok, but mostly I'm posting a little more, but mostly I'm just obsessed with it, and I'm just on TikTok scrolling all day, every day.
Same.
Yeah.
Occasionally I'll post things for the website, but a lot of times it's just my cat I post.
Yep.
I'm like, okay, this is what Buffy thinks of the show. So
yeah, my name on there is a quickie with Vicky. So
it's cute. I like that.
Thanks.
Beautiful. Well, it's been a pleasure to speak to you, and I can't wait to talk again soon.
Thank you. Thanks so much.
Anytime. You too. Bye.
Thanks, Sammy.
Thank you.